not in service at this time. We're sorry. We're sorry. At this time. We're sorry.
Alright, welcome to FuturePlease. The show talks about science, math, other cool things. Well, things that we think are cool. So if you're not nerdy or sciencey or whatever adjective you want to describe, then you should probably go watch something else, like some skater movie or a rap video or something else. But for now, we're going to talk about the main differences between a railgun and a Gauss cannon, or a magnetic accelerator cannon, because they are different. They are different weapons. They are very different weapons. For starters, a railgun has rails. That's why it's a railgun. And a Gauss cannon, I'm just going to call it a Gauss cannon because magnetic accelerator cannon is, I guess I could call it Mac. Alright, I'll use Mac. Railgun has rails and a Mac does not. So what the rails do is the projectile sits on the rails in the railgun, and the electrically charged magnets pull it down the rails at such velocities that it shoots out. So it's easier to aim. They're basically the same thing. They both use electrically charged magnets to pull the projectile along the rails, just make it easier to fly, while in a Mac or a Gauss cannon, the projectile is suspended in the magnetic field, or it's just along the barrel of the cannon, which it works, but the rails make it slide easier. Or if you have a high-powered Mac, it doesn't have any friction against the side at all, whereas the rails would have friction. But they both have their pros and cons. It all depends on what you have available. If you have a railgun, if you have a Mac, Mac sounds weird. It sounds like I'm talking about the computer, which I don't know. That's not really a good acronym for that. I think we should call it something different. Maybe we should propose a new name. I mean, yes, it is a magnetic accelerator cannon, but maybe we should call it something cooler. Something like magnetically accelerated cannon. Okay, I'm terrible at naming something. You can leave a comment if you have a new name for it. We'll adopt it. Maybe we'll even make one of our own, whatever you call it, and see if we can file a patent for it. Yeah, we'll take your idea and make it our idea. That's how we're going to do things. Hey, that's what science is about, right? Stealing other people's ideas, passing them off as your own, happens all the time. There wouldn't be half the things in the world today if people hadn't gone, hey, that's a good idea, I'm going to take it. So I guess we should talk about, briefly before we get too much into railguns and Gauss cannons and magnetic accelerator cannons, is what the show is. I mean, what we're trying to do here is share with people how exciting science and math can be, and just all of the cool things for the future, because the future is going to be awesome, but only if we make it awesome. So what we need to do is to have people know the difference between what is purely science fiction and what is science that just hasn't been invented yet, because we can make things like the transporter from Star Trek. That is science. It's not science yet, but it is science. Things like plasma weapons from Halo. Those are borderline science. Yes, maybe we could do that, but at the same time, technology today, we're not doing so well with plasma. So, if you have ideas of stuff you want us to talk about, stuff you want us to research, find out if it's science fiction or science, then just leave a comment, send us an email, whatever. We'll look into it for you. Or you can look into it for yourself. Make a video response to this. If your video response is good enough, we'll work with you and let you do an episode or two on your subject. We'll even, respond if we can. Alright, that's it for now. Patrick, see you in 2 days talking about railguns. Look forward to hearing what you have to say. See you later, guys.